Usually what I like to do when I'm out there at the lake, I like to bleed them out right there in the water, and then take the scales off, and then just put them on ice, and then come home and fillet them. But I was able to bleed them out. I didn't get the scales off, so we're gonna take the scales off right now, and then we're gonna fillet a few of them, and then we're just gonna gut one of them and keep it whole. All right, here we go, you guys. We got one of the trouts from yesterday from Pyramid Lake. We're just gonna take the scales off. You can use a fork or the knife. I just got this thing over at on Amazon. I think it was like $7. And we're just cleaning off the scales and take off a little bit more. There we go, and I'll do the other side. Alright, so one thing you want to make sure is you have a sharp knife. Both of these knives I got over at Walmart. I think this was like 17 or 20 bucks, and this one was like 5 or 6 bucks. Might be more now, but like I said, I got this one over on Amazon just to take off the scales. Alright, here we go. We're just gonna try to fillet it. Start back here, back of the head, just like that. This is one of the trout that I caught yesterday over at Pyramid Lake. We're just gonna, usually what I like to do with there when I'm at the lake, I like to bleed them out there, take off the scales, and then take off all the slime, put it in your ice chest, and then when you come home you could just fillet them or keep it whole and then cook it up. A little bit less mess when you're at home. That's just the way I like to do it. I'm just gonna fillet this guy, and then on another one we're just gonna gut him and then keep that one whole. I'll show you guys how to do that real quick. But first we're gonna take all the slime off. Alright, we're just gonna take all the slime off, try to get most of it off, and then we'll do it with the knife after we scale it. Clean it up a little bit as best as we can. There we go. And then make sure you have a good knife. I might have to go inside and sharpen this one. This is the one I've been using. It's pretty good. Got this one at Walmart. I think it's like 17, 20 bucks. Or you can get a cheaper one like this. I think it's like 4 or 5 bucks. It might be a little bit more now. Haven't bought these in a while. And then you could just take the scales off with the fork or with the same knife. I just bought this thing over at Amazon. Take off the scales, takes it off pretty good. Just like that. Just try and get all the scales off, and then we'll take the slime off. Makes it a lot easier to work with. Alright, so the first thing, like I said, bleed it out at the lake, and then take off the scales, and then take all that slime off after you've done all that. Just go right behind the gill plate right here. Just like that. Feel that backbone, turn that knife to the side. There you go, just keep on going. And then you could just take it off. Nice fillet right there. To make it skinless, you could leave the skin on, or we could take it off. Just make a cut in the back and tilt your knife, and then just run your knife straight along it. Make sure you keep your knife flat. Get all that meat. Just like that. Just keep on running your knife along there. Just try to get most of the meat as you can. There we go, nice fillet. Didn't get all of it, but you know how it goes. Nice fillet. And then as you could tell, there's no blood right now on your board and nowhere, because I bled them out at the lake. Like I said, if you don't bleed them out, you're gonna have a big old mess. It's up to you, like I said. And to keep everything clean, we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. And just go right here along the back of the... Take the scales off. There we go. Do the same thing to the other side. Get those scales off. And then we'll scrape it with the knife afterwards and get the slime off. Like I said, it makes it a lot easier to work with. Alright, now we're going to get the slime off. Get all that stuff off right there. Go, just get them real nice and clean. We're gonna leave the skin on this one, that's why I'm getting it real clean. Probably gonna cook a few of them and then probably make some smoked trout, make it like jerky, some sweet honey spicy jerky. Flip it over, get the slime off the other side, get all that stuff off, as much meat as you can off. Just like that, nice fillet. Set that to the side. And then, like I said, we're gonna keep the skin on this one. So we'll be right back. All right, this one we're gonna keep it whole. Just gonna take the guts out. Take the head off like that. There we go. And just get all that stuff out. So we get all that out. There we go, get all that out. All right, there we go. Sure you clean it all out. And then we're gonna get that bloodline out right there, if you guys can see that in there. It's a pretty big bloodline. You can just squeeze it with your finger like that. Get all that stuff out. And like I said, we're just going to take off the head just to make it fit better where we're going to cook it at. There we go. Just take the head off like that. So you get all that out. You can grab a spoon and just scrape it out. There we go, just clean it out just like that. Get everything out. We're still not done cleaning it. We're gonna take off the tail on this one as well, just to make it fit better. All right, there you have it. Not the best cut, but it'll do. Nice good chunk of meat. Let's go get it on the grill. All right, you guys, there it is. Some nice rainbow trout fillets from Pyramid Lake. Probably gonna smoke them right now, make them into trout jerky. All right, you guys, so real quick, I'm gonna be brining some of that rainbow trout. I'm gonna be putting I think like 5 or 6 cups of brown sugar, 1 cup of, or a little bit less of a cup of this kosher salt. And then I'm gonna be smoking it with some apple wood and this mesquite charcoal. All right, here we go. We're just gonna be adding about 4 or 5 cups of that brown sugar in this container so we can mix it around. All right, there we go. We just added about 4 cups to that. Just gonna throw it in there. Maybe add about another cup. All right, there we go. So we just added another cup. That's 5 cups right there about. And let's see how much of this we put. All right, there we go. We're just gonna add about 1 cup, a little bit, yeah, about 1 cup of this kosher salt right here. Gonna add it in there. All right, there we go. We got it in there, and at this point, you could probably add some garlic and cayenne pepper and stuff like that. But I usually add it at the end, or you could do it at both stages, right now and at the end. I'm just gonna mix this around, and I'll see you guys after that. All right, there we go. We got it all mixed in right now. Usually I would put a little bit of pepper, cayenne pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Can't find any right now, so there it is. That's gonna be the dry brine for the rainbow trout. Gonna let it brine in there for about an hour, hour and a half, and check on it. All right, there we go, you guys, some fillets, and I'm gonna put that on there, grill it up. I'm gonna smoke these, make these into trout jerky. All right, there it is, you guys, some nice rainbow trout fillets that we caught over at Pyramid Lake. Gonna smoke them. Got the dry brine right there. Gonna smoke them for a few hours and make some trout jerky. All right, there we go, you guys. We got them in the dry brine. Just make a little small layer of the brown sugar and salt on the bottom, and then put your first layer of trout fillets on there, and then you add add some more brown sugar and salt on top, and keep on going. Just repeat the process. Alright, there we go. We got the first layer on there. Got some trout on the bottom. And then just gonna add another layer on top. Just like that. Just keep on going. Like I said, just keep on going, repeat the process, and then make sure it has a lid so you can close it and put it in the fridge for about an hour or two so it could cure up and sit there in the brine. And then I'll show you guys what to do after that. Alright, there it is. Got the last layer. Just gonna cover that up. Alright, you guys, there it is. Got the final layer on there. We're gonna cover it up and let it sit in the fridge for a few hours, maybe like an hour or two. We'll check on it and let you guys know. Alright, you guys, so it's been about 45 minutes. This is what it's looking like. It's gonna start to take all the moisture out of the fish. It's gonna start looking real tacky, and then we're gonna let it we're gonna take it out and then rinse it off, pat it dry with some paper towels, and let it air dry in the fridge for about another hour or two before we smoke it for another 2-3 hours. Alright, you guys, here's another part of the fish right here. I'm cooking it whole. Should have started it a long time ago, but alright, there it is, some grilled rainbow trout from Pyramid Lake. Looking really good, smells bomb as fuck. Alright, you guys, there it is. This has been about 2.5 hours. That's what it's supposed to look like. And then we're just gonna go over here and rinse it off in this ice cold water. Just get all that salt and brown sugar off. Just rinse it off real good. And then come over here, put it down on some paper towels like that, and then just pat it dry. There we go. And then what you're looking for is that little tacky look to it. Looks nice and shiny, nice and tacky. That's what you're looking for, that nice tacky look to it. That's what's gonna help the smoke bind to the meat. And then also took out all the moisture out of the fish so we can smoke it better. Alright, that's how you guys do it. Just pat it dry. And that's what it looks like at the end. It should be nice and tacky like that. We're gonna let it sit in the fridge like this for about another hour or two, let it get more tacky, and then we'll throw it on the smoker. Alright, there it is. It's been sitting in the fridge for 2 hours now. It's looking pretty good. Like I said, you just want to make sure it has that nice tacky look to it, sticky. It's ready to be put in the smoker. Like I said, had it in the fridge for 2 hours. Now we're going to smoke it for another hour and a half, 2 hours. Make sure you guys do this in the beginning of the day. Make sure you have like a all day free, because it takes pretty much all day. See you guys then. Alright, you guys, I forgot to add one last thing. At this point, after you take it out of the fridge, I like to just add a little bit of cayenne pepper, some garlic powder, onion powder, and some black pepper. Alright, there we go. Just added that black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne pepper. Now we're going to throw it on the smoker. I'll see you guys then. Alright, we're going to go throw these fillets out on the smoker. And then we got this little honey glaze we're going to put on there. We're just going to keep on adding it towards the end. We're going to smoke it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. See you guys out there. Alright, here we go. We're just going to lay a few right here. We got it in the smoker. Got the fire over there. I'm just gonna let it smoke low and slow. I think it's like 180, 140, 150, I'm not sure, for a few hours. And then we'll see how it looks in about 30 minutes or an hour, and I'll show you guys. We're gonna throw it on this rack like that. There we go, just spread it out nice. I'll flip this part around because it's thicker. There we go. Flip these around. There we go. All right, got those on there. We're gonna let it smoke for about, like I said, an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. Gonna check it and then see, and then start glazing it from there. See you guys a little bit later when we start glazing it. All right, there we go, you guys. There it is. It's been about an hour. I ended up adding some of that honey glaze on there. Just spread it on there, and then I'll come back and check on it at about 20-30 minutes, and I'll add some more, flip it over, and then if it needs a little bit more, we'll just go another 30 minutes. Well, that's what it's looking like right now. Some nice bomb ass trout candy right there, you guys. Alright, so it's getting close to 2 hours now. Added another layer right now of more of that honey. Hopefully you guys can see it's pretty dark now. It's looking pretty good. We're gonna let it sit here for another like 10-20 minutes, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like at the end. Alright, there it is. Ended up smoking it for about 3 hours. Hitting it with that honey glaze 3 times. Looks pretty good, tastes pretty good. You guys make sure you guys try that recipe out. See you guys on the next one.